Hey Astro Kids, and welcome back. This is your January 2020 horoscope for Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising. So starting off, we have the Tower in reverse. And so this is showing a moment of not fully accepting the destruction of the old in your life which no longer serves you. This Tower moment is a very chaotic moment. It is of this death and destruction, but it is so that this old structure can be removed and a new structure will be put in its place. And so there is a resistance here for a lot of you out there. For some of you, though, this is a Tower moment in your life coming to an end. This is a moment of you building and creating. But if you are not in that space, then you are rejecting your own calling. This is a major sign, this is a major calling by Spirit, by your guides, letting you know that it is time for you to rebuild and recreate what your life is going to look like. What are these new structures in your life going to look like? And with the Eight of Wands in reverse, it's almost as if you're rejecting, again, this transformation that you have to step into. There is this, with the Eight of Wands, sort of sitting back and watching the pieces fall into place. But for a lot of you, there is this hesitation of moving back, being reserved from this change, from this process that needs to take place. And there's something where you get the Eight of Wands in reverse, where it becomes confusion, it becomes doubt, it becomes fear, it becomes worry of sitting back on the sidelines, not really knowing and trusting in this full path that you are moving into. And so there's a big thing here for you, Taurus, about being able to allow these pieces to fall into place. Remember, we talked about the solar eclipse being very unexpected. Things happening that you don't necessarily have control over in this process of this big change, this big new journey that you have to step into. And this is huge. We're talking about a Capricorn stellium of moving into this space of crossing the finish line of your hopes and your dreams, of what are you going to do to climb to the top, to climb that ladder of success. With all of this Capricorn energy, and this big story of this Jupiter in Capricorn is what time, what effort, what work are you going to put in to make this big goal, this big vision that you have through Jupiter, become something real, something tangible, something practical in your life. And so for a lot of you, there is this big thing about needing to, again, with the Tower, allow certain things to die off and other things to fall into place as they should. And with the Queen of Pentacles here, again, there's something where if you are trusting fully in the process and fully in your own intuition, there is this great abundance that comes from this. So again, with the Tower card, it gives you the ability to create something new. It gives this growth, this abundance to come in. But there's something here also, again, with this Jupiter and Capricorn energy, where this growth, this abundance is not something coming to you. It's something that you have to put the time and the effort into, right? When we talk about Jupiter and Capricorn, it's related to the year of the rat. And the rat was willing to do whatever it took to win the race. The rat knew if it rode on the ox's back, it would give it a head start to cross that finish line. And so there's something here about use your choices wisely and utilize the resources that you have. Do whatever it takes to get to this vision, this goal, this dream, right? Because there's something here also where with the Eight of Wands, if it's not aligned with you, then you are going against your divine purpose of recreating this story and stepping into your true divine path with that Tower card. And so here with the Queen of Pentacles, this is showing you that once you come into alignment, Eight of Wands, with your destined path to recreate this story, Tower, then this brings in this beautiful blessing and this beautiful abundance that is sustainable, that is secure. And so there's something about needing to step out of your old sense of security to bring in this newly found abundance through this new story, through trusting in the process of this new story. And with the Queen of Swords here, again, there's something about you needing to do what is in alignment with you. Standing by your truth, defending your truth, living in your truth. And so many of you, you may be honest with others, but you might not be fully honest with yourself if you are not doing what you are fully passionate about, what fully brings you happiness and joy, what you are truly aligned with. And so there's something here about needing to stand by and live in that truth of who you are and what is truly in alignment with you. And with air here, again, there's something big here about truth, right? We talk about air. There's something where, if we're talking about air and we're talking about the swords, about this communication, about this clarity, about this connection to what is divine, to what is true to you. And there's something here where, are you breathing the right oxygen? Are you fully aligned with your true path? Some of you, when we look at air, there's this big thing about freedom here. And some of you are not fully in that freedom of actually authentically being who you are and being aligned with who you are. And so this is asking you to take that breath of fresh air, to step into your own truth and to do what sets you free, to do what you were passionate about, to do what's authentic. And so remember that. And a lot of you literally need to practice breathing, because there's something here about needing to come in to your own freedom, your own space. And we talked about this earlier with this Pluto energy, very similar to the Tower card, that this is about this big transformation, this death, and this rebirth process. And so, yeah, you are going to have to go through the darkness or through the fear, what doesn't feel right to you. Again, that 8 of Wands moment of this confusion, this fear, this doubt. But there's something here where if you are trusting in this process of this death that's taking place, then it gives you room to step into the new. It gives you room for this rebirth, this reinventing of yourself. Right? This gives you this ability, again, we talked about this before, about recreating your own story. So a lot of you, this is a big moment of change in your life. This is a big moment in January of letting those old things die off that no longer serve you, as you're stepping into something new that is better aligned with who you are. And we end this with Neptune, where again, you have to do what you love, what you're passionate about. You have to do what sets you free. Right? When we talk about Neptune, we talk about dreams, imagination, illusion. Right? There is this idea of what beauty looks like to you, what your dreams look like to you, what you want your dream job, your dream life, your dream relationship to look like. And with this Neptune here, again, there's something about this Jupiter and Capricorn energy where if you just put the time and the effort into it and trust in the process, because Jupiter and Capricorn is at its weakest position. And so it is going to be hard work. It is going to be discipline. People are going to give up on this, but it is a faith test. Remember that Jupiter opens doorways for us. So even though it is a tougher energy as it is in Capricorn, making you do more work, there's something to it also where as you're doing the work, as you're committing, as you're putting the time and the effort into it, it does open doorways for you. Right? Remember that Capricorn takes us to the top. And so this is a time for you to believe in your dreams. A lot of you not fully believing in what is possible in your life and what you can create in your life. Again, this is a time for you to recreate your story. And with this Neptune energy, you can do anything. It is possible. So whatever dream that you have, let's make a practical plan. Put the steps, the time, the work, the effort into it and make it a reality. So that was your January 2020 horoscope for Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to leave a thumbs up, as well as hitting the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any new content. If you're watching this on Instagram or Facebook, give a thumbs up, as well as sharing this out with a friend, and I will see you in the next video.